I think it was all on this afternoon in a part of botany. Shall we have a wee look? Because it was all on.
Mr. Luxon, we haven't seen you in botany, our part of Otara.
Sorry, mate.
We haven't seen you in Otara, Mr. Luxon.
Hey, buddy, why don't we just be respectful of everyone else?
Being respectful, Mr. Luxon. We haven't seen you down in botany at all. And
I think you're...
So a question, being respectful of everyone. I actually don't necessarily disagree with that. However, could one argue, if you are never going to come into a part of the city you don't want to adhere to, that's not being respectful either? I agree that this is being disrespectful. But if you're calling for respect, should it be that you are also offering respect to the parts of your electorate that maybe you haven't been seen so easily in? Just a thought. Let's keep going.
We would like you
I think you're a candidate for Vision, right?
We're part of Freedoms New Zealand, and we would like you to turn up into our communities. You are part of botany, and Otara is part of that, and we have never seen you down there, Mr. Luxon.
Mate, it's a very comfortable.
We've never seen you down there when the shootings have come past. We've never seen you down there.
Hey, why don't you be a bit...
I'm also interested in the people behind the thing kind of pulling at him, because I know I'm being a little bit prissy here, but technically they put their hands on him. It's an assault, just purely based on the technicality of the law. I'm not suggesting anything's going to happen from that. I'm not suggesting anyone's going to say anything about it, but from a completely technical point of view, that's unwanted touching is basically an assault. I wonder what, could, if someone wanted to make a fuss about it, would come from that.
Why don't you be a bit respectful, buddy? Because
I am being respectful.
No, we're having a conference here and you're wanting to...
You don't listen to us, Mr. Luxon.
No, very comfortable. Come and talk to you.
I'm happy.
I just said
where were you in where the gun shootings were happening, Mr. Luxon?
I said I'd come and talk to you.
What about Black Rock? We're happy to have a chat with us. Our farmers, our growers, we're standing on their behalf.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be very respectful
and
to
I'm
you.
being very respectful.
No, you're not.
My community,
no, you're not.
Mr. Luxon.
Well, I said to you, I'll come and talk to you afterwards.
My community is a desperate, they're thinking for housing.
So do you think this is really helping your case?
I'm asking Mr. Luxon, we've been working on the ground.
Hands on him, trying to pull him down.
We're working with families.
Be respectful, let me finish.
You said you've got the solution to send our children. I'm part of Otara, and we've been doing...
So sorry,
you're saying you're the better of the two Chris's, Mr. Luxon, but you say you're the better of the real Mr. Chris Luxon.
Oh, you're a funny guy, mate. You're a real funny guy. You're nice and shady, buddy.
You're a Christian, but then you're not changing anything with abortion.
Yeah, mate.
You're not doing anything with...
Did you get that line? So here's a Christian constituency that wants him to do something about abortion. It's coming back, you see.
Anything with...
If you want to be respectful, but you're not being respectful.
I am being respectful.
I don't think you're modelling out your values very well. I'll come and chat with you afterwards if you'd like to have a proper conversation.
I'm just putting it to you, Mr. Luxon, that we are looking for answers.
Absolutely, and happy to talk with you.
I think that was actually on the
talk with you
clip. Yeah, I'm not sure why that stopped.
Talk with you.
And then it ends up being that it's quite a funny finish actually, because he ends up keeping on talking, and Christopher Luxon goes inside and he keeps on talking. So
you're being disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful.
Yes, you are. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, guys.
You've got a little bit of time to talk to him. Yeah. I'm happy to stay here. I'm just asking, will the real Mr. Chris...
Okay. Sorry, we'll go inside because
Yeah, I'm asking for Mr. Luxon. Sir, I know that you're going to be the next Prime Minister, so our communities want to hold you to account, Mr. Luxon. Our communities want to hold Mr. Luxon, the Prime Minister, to account, because he's never turned up to any of our areas of Otara.
So there you go.
Wow.
It's the same group that turned up to the Otara flea markets, or the markets, the growers markets, when Chippy was there. Remember I said then I wonder if they're turning up because of the area that they're in. I noticed Chippy was in Wellington at the markets again this weekend, no protests. So maybe it's a consolidated South Auckland kind of presence that will stay in that area. Mm-hmm. I mean, when it happened to Chippy, we were like, it's a part of politics. It's a part of politics. We said to Chippy, fair enough. I don't know, this feels a bit different just because it was a stand-up press conference as opposed to a general walkabout. But I guess in general, it's still a part of politics, Chewy. And I don't know how well, I think Chippy handled it better on the day than Luxon handled it today. But what are your thoughts?
So as far as the people grabbing it, I would wonder if that's actually police or DPS or something like that as well.
If it was, they would just pull him down, though. If it was a threat or a danger, they'd just get rid of him.
Look, first of all, he's part of that Destiny shit show. So, I would be applauding this from the rooftops if it was just a voter from that area that didn't have an agenda and just go, hey, man, you never come down to my area. You never talk to us. What's that about? I think he wouldn't have a leg to stand on. To his credit, he pretty much kept it confined to that. Why have we never seen you in my electorate?
Although the black dot things are part of their conspiracy stuff, but other than that,
yep, absolutely. And the abortion thing, as you said, coming from a very conservative Christian viewpoint, we knew what he was going for there. But yeah, didn't handle it particularly well. But I think, would you ever expect that to happen in a press conference? Someone
no, not like that.
Hello.
Calvin says it's always a giggle to watch Simeon bark at strangers and get completely ignored every single time. It is a little bit like you've got your. He looks so young. No, I'm not saying it from a disrespectful point of view, but it's like Luxon's brought his son with him, and it's like. You know, we're talking. Hey, you just step aside, son. We're talking. The adults are speaking in the room right now. It does feel a bit like that.
Oh, one of my favorite. This is a little bit of a tangent, but I remember seeing a photo on national social media. This was a couple of years ago, but it was a couple of front bench MPs in a car, and Simeon sitting in the middle seat in the back. And it just looked like mum and dad had picked him up from school, and
was he in a booster?
Being a good boy, they were going to go and get him an ice cream.
Officially in a booster?
Yeah. Put him in a booster seat, or make sure that his suit always has shorts. Not
watching on Twitch right now. Maori Meteor says that's exactly what I expect from a New Zealand press conference. Reminds me of Tova a little. Yeah, I mean, it is very Kiwi, isn't it? Dude just popping up over the back and going, dude, what about in my neighborhood? Where the fuck you been? So it's pretty harmless. It was
just a punter, though.
There is definitely an agenda there, isn't there? It's not just like a community worker who's just speaking up for his community. It's a person who's wanting attention to get votes to get into Parliament himself. So there is a little bit of that going on. Got it.
And purely from a tactical point of view, you know, you don't have the funds. You're not going to get the same airplay as the big boys.
Yep.
So how are you going to get some attention? And that particular candidate has done a pretty fucking damn good job for no money by just being an annoying pest.
Yep.
He's taken on both leaders and kind of nudged them off.